Are we back? There we
We
go.
are back.
Pair
We
programming
are
on
so back.
Hayabusa, a neofetch replacement. There we are. All right, fantastic. Yeah, that's a little annoying. What the hell was I doing? Oh, I was finding Hayabusa. And then I was going to git clone that bad boy because I only have it on
Shall I
a
set you as
computer.
a collaborator?
If you want.
Should be fine for something like this of this nature. Uh, I assume having you do things the typical normal way, forking and PRing, may be a little bit restrictive for whenever you're trying to do something this big.
Oh, certainly. All right, so what's the play here? I'm thinking we just do good old cargo build and then see what happens, and then keep doing that until it either works or it doesn't.
Yeah.
All right, let's.
Either that or until we hit a roadblock that we actually can't get past.
There's no roadblock we can't get past. We'll destroy this thing. I do not
Fair.
care.
Fair.
I do not care what it has to take. We will get this compiling.
My only worry is getting the motherboard name.
All right,
Everything else, I'm pretty sure will be a breeze.
all right. It is building. Good old first build times with Rust. You'd love to see it.
Yeah, first build is always terrible.
Elwood on
Uh,
Twitch says you're offline. Is this live or replay? This is live. I had to restart the thing a couple of times because the title of the stream didn't update, which kind of pisses me off. But you know what? It's fine. I think I may have actually screwed that one up. Whoo! This thing is getting mad at me. Socket path not found. No socket path in the root. Terminal size not found in the scope. Not found in the scope. Unused import env. Lazy static unused. Get host name not in the scope. Get motherboard not in the scope. Get host name. Get cell size. Get cell size. Get config location. Get config location. Get toml config location. So we got to get in there. We got
yeah.
to get in there.
Nathaniel P. Mail.
What's up?
That's your GitHub, I assume.
Mine is NPMAILE. Nathaniel P. Mail, I believe, is my title on my GitHub, yes.
I've got two of them. There's one that says 2000, and then there's one that doesn't.
Well, can you share your screen? Let me take a look.
I can grab a quick screenshot. That'll be fastest.
Fair enough.
I'll throw it out your DMs. That sound good?
Yep. Oh, yeah, Nathaniel P. Mail is me. I don't know who NPMail 2000 is.
Clearly someone with the same name, born in 2000.
I guess. But my name is so rare.
Yeah, I can't say I've ever met someone with the same name. I'm going to make a new branch.
No public repositories.
Back support.
I'll follow them.
Oh,
All right.
they're a pro user, so that's interesting.
Interesting.
But no repositories and like zero contributions.
My
So I wonder if
doppelganger is a
they.
pro user with no repositories, while I am a non-pro user with a zillion repositories.
I think I'm a pro user. I can't.
What
I
do you
can't
get
even
from being
remember
a
to be honest.
GitHub pro? I don't get it.
Excuse me, drink went down the wrong pipe. I assume, if I recall correctly, it's a you get a lot more features in your private repos. So there's a lot of features in your public repos that you have access to that you don't in your private repos.
Okay, so this is GitHub's plans. Types of GitHub accounts. Personal accounts. Organization accounts. Enterprise accounts. Where's the pro anyway? How does that
I
work?
think you were on the right thing on the first
Oh, this
link.
one?
Yeah.
So if you just do team and then have yourself, is that what that is?
No, I don't think so. Maybe it's lower.
I'm just going to github.com and wait for them to tell me to become a pro. There we go. Upgrade. My personal account. There we go. Pro.
Ah, yes.
Unlimited public and private repositories. 180 core hours compute per month and 20 gigs of storage and code spaces. 3,000
Oh yeah,
minutes
you do
instead of
have code
2,000
space.
minutes. 2 gigs instead of 500 megs. Protected branches and code owners. Draft pull requests. Multiple pull request assignees, scheduled reminders, repository insights, environment protection rules only on public repos,
Oh,
deploy branches.
all those check marks mean that it's available on private repos as well.
Yeah. Still no security overview.
Yeah, I think that's I think that's enterprise.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't think I actually have any need for any of the things you don't get. TV Josh says,
Sure.
blink twice if you're okay. All right. Anyway, back to it. Hayabusa. It's complaining. Let's take these down
It's mad
one
at
by
us.
one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna split my window. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna vertically split my window, and then over here I'm gonna rerun cargo build, and then we have all the issues on the left side or on the right side, and then how we're fixing them on the left side.
Fantastic. Some of these you should, or potentially will be able to just add the Mac build target next to Linux because you can specify multiple build targets for a function.
All right. So line 8, it's mad because it's an unresolved import. So let's check out cargo.toml.
Socket
And I'm
path.
guessing it's one of these. Is this
Go
what's going
to main.rs. I believe will reveal its secrets to us.
Which main.rs?
The one directly in the source directory.
Oh.
Yeah. Socket path right there.
I see. So let's do hashtag CFG target OS equals, I believe it's Darwin. Lazy static macro static ref socket path string equals slash something slash dot to string.
So I'm not
So
sure
it's not
if
that one. Is it Mac? Apple? Something. Let's see. Target Mac OS Rust.
for conditional compilation. Okay, there's Windows, Mac OS, iOS, Linux, Android, FreeBSD, Dragonfly, OpenBSD, NetBSD, and none. So we want Mac OS.
All right, so this is mad at me. It says remove the semicolon. Is that... What's up with that?
Interesting.
So we need to figure out what path we should do a socket in on Mac OS.
Yeah, odds are it's going to be the same as Linux or Windows, unless it has a drastically different method. In Linux, it's a literal. The kernel exposes sockets as if it was a file on the system. So it will be placed on the file system as /temp/Hayabusa.
Yeah, Mac OS is probably going to do something similar, though I don't want to have to run it as root, because that could be challenging.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that will. Yeah. Meanwhile, with Windows, all your sockets are just a name.
Maybe we should look up something. Where to place a socket for daemon, what's the word? Communication Mac OS.
IPC might pull something nice too.
Actually, the Docker daemon makes a lot of sense to look at where a Docker daemon does it. Where does Docker daemon put the Docker daemon default socket path macOS. Throw it in var docker. So how about var Hayabusa socket? That makes sense to you?
I don't know, because this isn't really. I think it might be best to do the same thing as Linux if it works in the same fashion.
I don't like putting things in temp. Temp is like not the best place for stuff.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like it's pretty important not to put stuff there that is important. But at the same time, I'm not afraid of this thing being termed or killed.
Think it this way. What if we tried to do it exactly as correct as we possibly could? And then we only choose to go back on our message when it's
What was that resource? What was that man page that was for file paths?
Oh, that's man hire.
Yeah, I always spell hire wrong.
Yes. Temporary files which may be deleted without notice, such as by a regular job or a system boot up.
And yeah, I do want this to be cleaned up on system boot up.
Yeah.
Or system shutdown as well.
Fun fact: it only sometimes happens. A lot of times you'll restart your computer and there's all sorts of stuff just sitting there at temp. So var contains files which may change in size, such as spool and log files.
Yeah, I feel like it's more meant for log files.
Yeah, you might be right. Where should global sockets go? macOS.
You probably look just for Unix in general, and I'm sure it'll lead us to the correct answer.
Yeah. Oh, this is gross. This is gross.
It's beautiful. It's got the face a mother could love.
Let's do /temp. This looks like a hassle to figure out.
Yeah, it can always be changed later. In that case, you don't need to write a function for it. You could just add it to the Linux one.
Ah, good call. Oh, did I do this wrong? Is it this?
Multiple targets. Yeah, I don't know. I've never. Oh yeah, that's the page right there.
So is this a string literal, raw string literal? Any all not. Predicate list. Configuration predicate. Which is a... Well, I don't know what any of that means. They just have a... Do I have an example here? Oh, here we go. So target OS. CFG all Unix target pointer with you. Not CFG panic. So can you do target OS?
Maybe you could do target OS comma space target OS.
That would make sense.
I feel like there's some redundancy there, but
I bet this is saying target OS equals Linux and Mac OS. Is there a way to say or?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Hmm. Hmm. Well, we could just do target family equals Unix. What if that works?
I'd prefer not because that would also mean targeting OSs that I have not that I haven't tested for, and I'd prefer not to set myself up for failure like that. Because
Yeah.
then, whenever I do eventually decide to support that, then I feel like it would be really hard to track down the bug if it doesn't work.
Oh yeah.
Let me
Any.
see. Yeah, definitely not using any.
Hmm. I think the easiest solution here is going to be get rid of this, get rid of this, yank this, paste it, macOS.
Oh yeah, it is okay. So, it is any. So you put any and then a opening parentheses, and then inside of that you put the two OSs. So any works as the or operator. Make sure to put target OS equals Mac OS and target OS equals Linux.
So it's
Yeah, swap your any around target OS equals Mac OS, target OS equals Linux OS. Yeah, there you go. Uh, remove that closing uh parenthesis right there. Awesome.
oh, we screwed this up somewhere. Mismatched closing.
Yeah, put it in closing parenthesis all the way at the end before the.
There we go.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Fantastic. So now let's recompile, and we have fewer errors.
Let's go.
That's fantastic. So what the fuck is this? All right. Terminal size not found in the scope. Kitty backend.rs 8624. So this will be source client
Do you have an auto formatter on?
backend. Yes.
Is it possible for us to turn that off? I'll prefer not formatting changes to not be pushed in these commits because I do not have my stuff auto formatted, so it would cause a lot of changes. Yeah, I know it's pretty terrible.
Can we
It's
just
pretty
do an auto
terrible.
format over everything and make a commit and then work on top of that?
That sounds great. Yeah.
All right, good. Then that is what we shall do.
If you're gonna do that, check out MAME and then slap that shit on there. Or I
Yeah.
would start off by stashing your changes now.
No, it's just a couple of lines. I don't really care that much.
I probably ain't that big of a deal.
Cargo
But
FMT dot 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 dot. I don't know how to do that. So just run FMT.
yeah, I don't even
Yeah,
know what
looks like it
FMT
did.
does.
Get status. Oh yeah, that did it.
Oh yeah.
Get checkout minus B. Nate changes. Get add minus A. Get commit minus M. Cargo FMT. Get push origin Nate changes. Oh, I'm not allowed.
You have not accepted the contributor.
Ah. Let's see. Invitation to join. Accept invitation. Let's try this bad boy again. There we go.
When it fails, just keep pushing until you eventually hit an integer overflow.
Yeah.
I'm sure then it'll allow you to. It might take you a few billion years though.
All right. go back to that first one we're looking for. Source main.rs. CFG any. Target OS equals Linux. How do we do this? Was it comma?
Comma space.
Target OS equals macOS.
Don't forget your closing brace.
brace.
Fantastic.
And we write it. It shouldn't be mad at me. Let's get rid of these semicolons because it's asking me to
They're
use
not needed.
semicolons. Fantastic. Let's write those bad boys. And then I will what did we just do there? We added a socket destination for Mac OS. Fantastic. Cargo build. Let's get that.
Next up was terminal size and Kitty backend.
Yep. Oh, this is interesting. There's a bunch of them. Let's get these semicolons real quick.
Sounds good.
Client. Polish fetch RS. 424. Get rid of that semicolon. And then it had one other complaint. I thought it had one other complaint. No, it didn't.
13.2. 13.2. Unexpected. Oh, I'm looking in a completely irrelevant location. My bad.
No worries. Let's go this one. All right. Source daemon main rs. And then get rid of this semicolon. And there we are. So we got rid of those semicolons that we're missing. We will git add a git commit -m remove redundant semicolons. Cargo build. All right, so now Kitty backend. Source client Kitty backend RS. Cannot find terminal size in this scope.
You're going to dislike what I did.
And here we are.
Yeah, I knew you'd dislike what I did there. That was a very 2-minute fix to get it to compile for Windows.
That is funny.
You can, yeah, you can add a, you could just add macOS to the Linux block here.
Any target OS Linux, target OS macOS. Oh, it really didn't like me. I screwed something up.
Yeah, you forgot a quote.
Okay, there we go. So we got that bad boy. Let's see, where's the next error? Cannot use function get motherboard.
Here's the good one.
Are we gonna want to cut another commit before we attack that one? It's not gonna be the same fix.
Honestly, I was kind of expecting it all to be one commit. That's what I thought was going to be the path. But if you want to, yeah, if you want to granularize the commit, though, the commits, that's entirely fine too.
Yeah, I normally would do this all in one, but I try to be nice when I'm working in someone else's repo and do everything the way you're supposed to. But if you want to just do this cowboy style, just willy-nilly committing whenever, that's fantastic with me because it's less work for me. Yeah,
so the reason, I actually have a good reason for only wanting this to be one big commit. And that's because I have a philosophy that all commits should be a stable state. There should be no half-work commits if you make a commit. Yeah. So I typically hold that. So that way if I have any breaking changes and I want to go back to an old commit and check out what was going on there, I know for sure it will work if I revert to that commit.
I see. That makes sense. All right, we don't have any /sys. We can't do it. So where are we going to find hardware info on Mac OS?
I would check the sysinfo crate, and so someone said something to me about getting that. I would check the sysinfo crate and then go to their issues and look at motherboard support, which is actually an issue I made.
Okay. Let's check out this repository.
And again, the maintainer of this crate is an awesome person, so they're on board with adding this whenever someone comes up with a way to get it for all the operating systems.
You get code for FreeBSD and Mac OS too, but you already have a good start. You're welcome. Thanks for the feedback. Great to hear. On FreeBSD, it's in C, get some planner product. I don't doubt if it's possible in Mac OS. So this would make sense. I know a bit about Mac OS. You want to return for the board. There are a number of ways of getting about this information. Model identifier is typically indicative of the type of computer in the release order. That or model number is going to be the closest you can get to a motherboard on a Mac. I would argue that model identifier is more useful because there have been times where Apple reuses the same model number for multiple computers year over year. System profiler, SP hardware data type. I think there's also a way to read plist to get the info. Not sure if that still works on Apple Silicon. Anyway, you look at it, the Apple solution will be a bit of a pain. Well, that's what I'm signed up for.
Yeah.
All right.
The party begins now.
Fantastic. Well, let's throw open a.
I do want to avoid using like shell commands that I'm not extremely confident will be present.
Certainly.
Because pretty much throughout the entire project, I've declared no dependencies.
Yep.
The only times that I really rely on dependencies are if I'm completely fine with it failing and I have a fallback, or it's just a feature that I just won't support. Or B, if it's something that I expect to fail. For example, I actually query all package managers whenever I query the package managers, and whatever commands fail, I just set them at 0.
That makes sense.
So technically, none of those are dependencies.
Yeah. Well, this is if we call this system profiler function, this is built into Mac OS. So if you're on Mac OS, you will have this at least. So we could go the easy way and do this, and then parse out, whichever line it is, this one, and you go from there.
That seems fine.
All right. Fantastic.
Just to have a failure case.
Yep.
But I assume we will do that when we implement the command. One of the good things about Rust is it forces you to handle cases where it may error.
Yep. So this was system profiler SP hardware data type. Let me copy this bad boy and then paste it over here. So we have an example of when that's run.
Instead of whatever process thing there is, there's like multiple ways to run a command, and I usually stick with the same method. You could see examples of it in the package manager file.
Okay.
But I usually use something along the lines of command new system profiler, and then on a new line .arg SP hardware data type.
Where's the one that you're talking about? The
it will be behind daemon.
Daemon package managers. All right. I see. So it's this. Let's see. So it's get motherboard. So hashtag CFG target OS equals macOS. Oops. One of these bad boys. And we want...
Don't forget your single quote.
Pub to the... I always forget that last quote. Pub. So this is published at the crate level. An async function called get motherboard, which will return a string. the body of which will start with a let output of type output equal command new, and this will be system profiler, probably.
That's exactly what it'll be.
Dot arg, and then I don't want to mistype this, so I'm just going to copy it from over here. Yoink. That dot output dot map error e to string. You see, we can't just returns a regular string, so we can't be doing options around.
Oh yeah, I have it. I don't have the error again.
What's this map error do? Oh, well, now it's mad at me. Of course, it's always mad at me.
That's its job, I think.
Oh, I'm not. It's not telling me anything. Probably because we're not using this command. We haven't imported this command. So command is in here. Standard process. Command output. Sync time. Let's go over here someplace. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
There we go. Mismatch types. Expected string. Found nothing. Of those Mac boards.
What is that? CMP?
What is what?
Your menu deposit, like IntelliSense.
Oh, this is Rust Analyzer.
Yes, that's what generates the IntelliSense things. But the menu itself.
This is Compy, I believe. Yeah.
Isn't that CMP?
Do I have a free window? Yeah, I'll show you. It is. Oops. Oh, sorry. Edit. The file located at home /.config invim lua plugins.lua. It is, yeah, CMP.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Oh, wrong key. Shit. I was in insert mode. I don't know how to leave this. Anyway, what is map error? Maps the result TE to result TF by applying a function to contained error, leaving an OK value. This function can be used to pass through a successful result while handling an error. So we want to capture E, of course, and do something with it.
In the case of this error, I mean, what case would this error out of?
So we will just completely ignore it, and then just return some Mac motherboard.
Well, yeah, we can always just figure that out afterwards.
Yeah. Did I do this right? Expected closure take 1 argument. Take 0 arguments.
Oh, underscore.
Underscore, yep. I would have got there eventually. And it's still mad at me. Mismatch type. Expected output. Found enum result option result output string. Standard string.
Interesting.
Shouldn't this turn it into... Oh no, it turns it into a result. We can just do this.
Can you bring up the reference we had earlier? Because your lower left window is the same as your upper left.
Oh, yeah. What was that one? That was Source
Source daemon
daemon
package managers.
package managers.
Apologies if the voice is a little hoarse. It's sore throat.
Oh, we got one of these bad boys on here.
Oh yeah, because I escalate it. If
Yeah.
it's an error, I escalate it.
So we're gonna go freestyle on this bad boy. So let's do output. I result output dot map x match x error. Ignore it.
You should check out the auto close.
Oh no, I hate those.
Really?
They get in my way way more often.
Fair.
And
I usually
I
only
only do
have
that
them get in
every
my
once
way.
in a while, and I only do it just so that LSP doesn't yell at me while I'm typing.
Fair. They usually only get my way whenever I'm dealing with quotes because sometimes I'll put the ending quote first and then go back and do the first quote or
Oh
something.
yeah.
And like I'll try to like pair two quotes, and it's like, oh, you wanted me to add two quotes? No, no, that makes a total of three. What are you doing?
Am I doing this right? I'm a little slow on the rust.
Yeah. I'm a little bit lost on the exact syntax. I've never put a match statement inside of a map error thing. So
Oh, whoa. Oh, it's mad at me. That output should return an IO result to an output. And then this thing should be actually an output. What? How do you get stuff out of a result? Don't you get stuff out of a result by doing a match if you want to be fancy with it?
yeah, you would match it and then return it.
But then we
So
just have the result of the string. What? We don't need to do. No, wait, no, we do.
in this case, wouldn't an unwrap or work? Or yeah, unwrap or.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That makes a lot more sense. Unwrap or. Oh, and it's not going to give me the self default T. All right, unwrap or. Oh, wait, and we need to turn this into an output, don't we? Or do we? When you run command new, that runs the command.
Oh
Doesn't
yeah,
it?
you're right. It'll need a. It does not do that until you do dot output, which is a blocking. It's blocking.
Well, it's not blocking. It's async. Woohoo!
Uh,
Oh
it
no,
is
it is
blocking
blocking.
within
It
that
is
scope.
actually blocking. Never mind. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we could just get rid of. We could just
Yeah,
make
if
this
you want
be
it to
a
be
string.
non-blocking,
Since we're
yeah, we could. Oh yeah, the reason I have it as output is to get the count. So in this case we wouldn't need that, but in my package manager functions, I have it the output, and then I map it to UTF-8. And then I take the count and I literally just count the lines. So stdout.lines.count
hmm.
as U64.
So what we should do is make So the output will give you an IO result output. Let me just read that real quick. IO result output rust. Result stood IO. specialized result for IO operations, blah, 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 blah. So what we ought to do is actually have this thing just, we set output raw to be a result, that thing. And then we match on output raw. And then if it's a error, we just return the string we want, you know, whatever it is.
Yeah. It's probably going to force you to put an underscore in that error.
Yes, it will.
Also, what you're probably going to end up doing is doing a let output equal match output raw.
Excellent. Okay. Sorry?
What you're probably going to end up doing is do let output
But we
match.
gotta do more parsing here.
Or let output equals.
So we actually probably want to just early return. Right? Oh, that's mad at me. You know. There we go. So then on OK, then we'll do how do I make a string that I assign in here be usable down here?
You would define it in the correct scope.
So I have to define it here. So we say let output string. And do I have to do anything after that?
Semicolon.
Yep. Okay. So then this will do. Well, like we can just do. Oh no. Output equals X.
And it's probably going to non-exhaustive pattern.
Message type expected string found output.
Is there a .toString method?
Dot.
Into maybe?
Into.
Oh, no,
How do you
never
get
mind.
the string out of an output? Ugh. So we got IO result, but we want an output.
I'm so intently watching your stream that I forget I have the code in front of me.
Yeah, you literally have the code.
Let's see. Okay, so I do, you want output.std out.
X.std. Stodout.
And now you want to do string from UTF-8, opening parenthesis, before X. Yeah.
From UTF-8. This thing?
Yep, capitalized string. And replace the first underscore with 2 colons.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that makes more sense. Oh, it's so mad at me. Expected standard string. Found enum result standard string.
Oh, yeah. You'll probably want to... Honestly, you could probably use an unwrap there. I really doubt the terminal is ever going to output something that is not mappable to a string. If it... Was that really possible?
What?
Is it really possible for the terminal to ever, in this situation, output something that is not mappable to UTF-8? Because if it's not realistically possible, we could just unwrap it and call it a day. Or, I guess, just expect it and call it a day.
Oh, I was just gonna... do one of these bad boys.
Yeah, telesense isn't really helping you there because you forgot a quote.
I literally always do that. That is the worst. And then, all right, there we go. So now it's output equals X.
Your okay is not okay.
Thank you, Rust. Match arms have incompatible types. What? Standard string. Match arms have. This is the worst because it doesn't. Match arms.
Yeah,
have
I would
incompatible
replace the
types.
match with just an expect. Because if it can't map to UTF-8, then clearly there's something drastically wrong.
Yeah. Thought I was gonna stunt on the haters with this one. Is this right?
The haters win sometimes.
The haters can never win.
We
All
don't
right.
allow them to win.
So what was it? Dot expect.
Expect. And then provide an error message. Something generic, easily findable. Perfect. Just remove the match keyword.
Oh. Oops.
What binds did you just use? Because DW shouldn't result in that. So I'm actually curious about what motions you used.
I literally couldn't tell you. My motions
Fair.
are clunky, and then I just move fast enough and don't mention it, and then normally no one calls me on it.
Yeah. I always have to make sure I'm on the first character of the word whenever I try to delete a word.
That's
Because
funny.
DW will, if you're in the middle of a word and you hit DW, I'm pretty sure it deletes the second half of the word. And it's like, that is clearly not what I wanted.
That makes sense. So then we got some nonsense, and then we want to get a whole bunch of spaces followed by model number : space, and then this is what we want to return.
So,
So we split on a colon and trim it, and only if it
I'm
contains the word model number. I think that's
I'm
probably
picking my brain on if let output string is unneeded late initialization. Because you could do let output equals match output raw. Okay, string from UTF-8 x dot std out dot expect. And then for error, I think return should still return that string. So I'm pretty sure 191 on top left window is unneeded late initialization.
191.
Yeah. Well, now 190.
So we can get rid of that.
Yeah. And then do let output equals where on 190. Yeah, remove the let from output equals.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're saying
Yeah, make the whole yeah. So let output equal match.
we just got to throw down
And
a
then remove
semicolon.
the output equals.
Yep. Ah, look at that. Hey.
Let's go.
That's some good stuff.
Some great stuff.
Okay, so then we do one of these long ass Rust lines where we go output dot. Am I dumb? I did something wrong. Where's
Is
the
this
split?
coercion?
Where's the split?
Let me see.
Oh, split off. That's not what I want. Because we got split by new line, scan through them, find model number, split that bad boy by colon, go from there, right?
Oh, yeah, interesting. I can find a split for a string.
It's got to
Output
be.
is a string, correct?
Yeah. How is that?
Annotate your type. For line relative line 9 or now, yeah, relative line 9 up or 8. My bad. Yeah, annotate your type just in case.
Oh, it's mad at me.
Yeah, okay, okay.
Mismatch types,
What are we doing
string.
wrong here? Nothing. Oh, remove your semicolon at the end of the line.
Oh, of course, of course. Classic Rust. Output dot. There we go. This is what I was expecting. Output dot split. New line
What does that result in? A vector?
dot. This will be an iterator.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh wait, maybe it's not. It is actually a vector. Well, it
really?
returns a split, but we just do dot into
Into iter?
into iter, creates an iterator from value. Fantastic. Dot. Let's see.
I remember whenever I was working on my polish fetch file, I kept on breaking a line into vectors and using for blocks, and someone kept on yelling at me, "No, no, use an iterable! I swear, man, use an iterable!" I was like, "Ah, I don't need no iterable."
That's funny.
Needless to say, I'm using iterables now.
That's funny. So let's see.
I hope
Into
that
iter
person, wherever they are, feels proud now.
for each. Is that right? Is for each correct? We could do a map. We could do a filter and just filter out the ones that aren't the lines we want. Hmm.
Wouldn't it make more sense to? I don't know. This is just the way I do it until I get my thoughts clear. I would break it into a vector of lines and then just remove every single one that doesn't have the or I don't know. I don't know if there's a way to pick out one that has a certain search string.
Then it would be this bad boy. It'd be a filter.
Oh yeah, yeah. But that also still returns a vector that we aren't sure what length is going to be. I mean, we know it's going to be one, but the compiler doesn't know that.
Yeah, but we could just politely ask the compiler to make it.
Yeah, we could always
Hello, compiler. This
oh
is
yeah, we
this
can always
vector will be
just pick the
one.
first element.
Yeah, we just pick the
Yeah,
first
we can
element.
always
X dot. Does there contains? Oh, oh! This is beautiful. And we could actually. Could we do a filter map? Are you are you feeling it? No, we're not gonna do that. Right, X dot contains, and then it's model number dot. Oh shit. No, not two owned.
I'll have to give that person on the GitHub a shout out for uh pointing that out for us.
All right. So in this we have right now, this one will return. This is just temporary let y equals that. But we'll fix that later. I just want to make sure our type is correct. Oh. Oh, I know. I know what it is.
You're
I know
doing
what
a
it
dot
is.
filter. Ah, oh.
So now it thinks it's going to be a. So we're going to end up with a vec of string at the end of this bad boy. Method call might have not had associated types.
You're doing a collect.
Yeah, this is just like temporary, just to make sure we're doing this right.
Yeah. I'm just trying to.
From iterator T is not implemented for vec T. From iterator borrowed reference to string is not implemented for vector standard string. Standard string.
So does collect return a vector of strings or a string?
Well, I'm asking it to return a vector of strings. But let's just ignore that for now. Yeah, so split on new lines gets you a split object. Into iter gives you objects. Filter. So by the time we get here, it's a borrow string.
What's the difference between iter and into iter?
I think iter is actually the one you want. Into iter borrows while iter steals. Oh, but now it's mad at me. No method named iter found for struct split. And method not found in split. Oh.
Iter
borrowed reference. What?
So iter is definitely a method for vectors. Because I'm staring at a valid iter for a vector.
But split pretends to be. Yeah, so we want into iter since this is a split, right? I think.
Looks right.
Okay. So then when we filter, why the fuck do we have a borrow string? You know, I've used this before. Let's just make a new terminal. Go to another one. Change my wallpaper real quick.
Tape chains. Great software.
/ npmail. Advent of code.
Hey, Nate. What wallpaper switcher are you using?
I don't know. Some crap I downloaded. I'm kidding. I'm using Pape Changer. The finest wallpaper changer there is. Oh,
what's Pape Changer?
Is this not a beautiful application? It's this beautiful application I wrote. It allows you to change your wallpaper directly from your desktop to a random selection from your from various directories that you can then change.
That's crazy. This is life altering for me.
It is life altering. Not nearly as life altering as this.
Oh yeah.
But certainly life altering. Alright, let's use this lines for each. I swear I used split in here someplace. RG split.
Oh,
there we go. 4. Oh, this is fun. x.split.collect. I'm cheating.
x.split.collect? What are you doing there?
I could not tell you. I could not tell you. I have no idea. I have no idea what any.
Wait, what is x? You haven't annotated your type.
Ooh.
Okay. Okay. So x.
X is a
okay,
string.
so yeah, it's a result of a string, so it means x is a string. So then you're splitting it into by the commas, and then you're collecting it into a vector
of borrowed references to stir.
It works.
Yeah. So that
at the end of the day, that's all that matters is it works.
So that does it. So I guess split gives you references to stir, and then filter. An iterator which uses a closure to determine if an element should be yielded. Given an element, the closure must return true or false. This returned iterator will only yield the elements for which the closure returns true. Okay. So if we do a dot map, call it y. I'm really bad at naming closure variables.
I
then
always
this
just end up aiming at
is
the same element.
this is a reference to string, so we should be fine. So if it contains model number, then we do a good old y dot split on colon dot
Is there a left and right function for strings? I gotta find so blocks for block. Okay, block dot. Is there left? Oh, so there's trim left, and is there right? So there's trim left and there's trim right if those work.
There's a string slice with all prefixes that match a pattern repeatedly removed. This could be it. This could do it.
Or we could do replace and just replace model number colon with nothing.
Oh, and then trim the whole string at the end.
Yeah.
That makes a lot more sense. I like that. Y dot replace self borrowed string returns a string. So then this will be, let's just grab this. Do one of these bad boys. Y dot replace model number colon.
With nothing, I assume.
Does that work? Okay, so we've done that. And then we want to turn around and then dot map z dot trim.
Naturally predicted that there would be 3 of these.
Cannot
Pick
return
X.
reference to function parameter z. Returns a reference to data owned by the current function.
Yeah, you're defining z in that, and then you're returning z. So I don't think it could turn z. I don't think z is living long enough.
You are right.
Oh, semicolon. A struct.
What the fuck? Map filter split. All right. Z is borrowed. Shit. Can't return value referencing function parameter z. Returns value referencing data owned by the current function. Does the clone not fix that? Am I dumb?
Oh man, there's so many times. I feel your pain. There's so many times where I try to just clone something, and it's like, you can't clone it. You can't.
We got it, boys.
Let's go.
This is fantastic. This shouldn't be correct. I don't think this works. I'm just gonna.
Oh yeah, we can't test it yet because we have to
fix
do it all.
100,000 more things.
Yeah. Well, at the end, I guess just add it to a checklist of things we need to check that make sure that it works.
Add it to a checklist. We have a checklist right here. It's called cargo build.
Fair, but once we're done, that checklist is gone.
All right, so this is.
I mean,
this is probably fine.
Probably.
Oh,
Except
you know what? It
for
collects
some mech bullshit.
all of the array into a single string because we told it that to give it a string instead of a vector of strings, which is what it wants to give us. That's amazing. We just skipped a step.
Yeah. Honestly, that should like never
Yeah,
become a
that's not going to
problem.
be a problem. So still within fetch info. Uh,
Line 5 up relative.
hmm?
We may want to like change that to something. Line.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll just say
So if it's an error,
fantastic.
works fine. I would. So far, what I've done is I've always just put unknown with a capital U.
Unknown with a capital U.
Yeah, if it's something that I'm fine with just not being found, like this, I would just return unknown
Okay.
because I would usually prefer to return an unknown rather than create an exception,
Get host name.
especially in a daemon because we can't have that crashing.
Yep. So let's see if we have an Etsy / host name. Please have an Etsy host name. We don't have an Etsy host name. Back to the
God
Google.
damn.
Get host name Mac. Wait a second. Hold on. No, this is a hardware overview. Damn it. Change. Find your computer's name and network. Okay, this isn't what I want. This isn't what I want at all. Wait, you know who has my host name? This is my host name, which means,
Is it an environmental variable?
yeah. What was it PS1?
I'm willing to bet host in all caps.
Hey,
Oh,
look at that. So this at %m. What
interesting.
is
Oh,
%m? Well, of course, it's not gonna have a job called %m. So %m is going to be the host name, and Zshell knows how to get it, which means it's possible to get. Scootil, plistbuddy, defaults, ipconfig, ping, max computer name and host name, bonjour name. Oh, Scootil get local host name.
check the environmental variable $host before we go with that method.
Oh, look at that.
Nice.
Fantastic.
I assume that'll be available in the wait, what's the system service for man?
We're going to burn that bridge when we get to it.
Yeah, fair. We'll just assume that it's going to be available in said environment.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like a global thing anyway. macOS pub to the crate async get hostname turns a string. Then we want to get the environment variable. Stood env vars. This is what we want. Stood in vars. Do they not have a get?
Oh, I've actually done that. Let me see. Okay, so if you do env : var, except you. Yeah, env : var.
Oh, just var.
Yeah, and then the name of it without the dollar.
Yep.
And then that returns a result, so you'll have to match it. Yeah.
Yep. Error.
I'm fine with a unknown.
Unknown dot to string, comma, and then an OK X yield X. Was that one just that easy?
Yeah.
Holy shit. All right, fantastic. All right, so we are down to 6 errors.
Oh, let's go. You blowing through this.
So we need a get
Oh
cell
boy.
size. Is that
This one's gonna be fun.
This one not gonna be fun?
Well, in Linux, I had to resort to a syscall. So
Ooh.
yeah, this is
I don't
the
like that.
literal bruh moment unsafe code.
Ooh, the bruh moment. Oh, whoops.
Which, to be fair, if we return nothing to the cell size, it shouldn't be a real issue because I'm pretty confident there are no terminals in macOS that support the Kitty graphics protocol.
What about Kitty?
Does Kitty run on Mac?
Yeah, I think so. Does it?
Really?
Not? Pretty sure it runs on Mac.
I will be surprised if it does. You know, I'll be pleasantly surprised, but I will indeed be surprised.
Yeah, Mac OS.
Oh, cool. Okay, then, yeah.
We could pretend it doesn't run and then not do any syscalls.
The syscall should work.
We're doing this.
Yeah, we can. Honestly, you could probably just add the Mac OS tag to the Linux function.
I bet that won't work.
I don't really know it because that syscall goes to Kitty, and Kitty is in the list of compliant terminals.
Did I do this wrong?
Okay.
Why is this mad at me? Oh, I said all, not any.
Oh. Yeah, I don't. Wait, does the Nix do Nix commands work on Mac?
Nix? Like Nix OS?
Like the Nix crate used for making syscalls.
Probably.
Fingers crossed.
You can search for it. Nix. How do you spell that? Is it Nix?
Yeah, you got it right.
Nix crate rust. Nix. Well, it says star Nix, so it's probably fine. I'm not gonna worry about it. We're good. We're good.
Yeah, what's the worst that could happen? It doesn't compile? Oh well.
It already doesn't compile. Got him. Get config location. Get atomal location. Oh, this will be easy.
Yeah. Honestly, again, can probably just add that the Mac OS onto the.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because you're using XDG, otherwise .config. Ah.
Yeah. I have proper fallbacks.
What am I doing? Edit, source, config, main ers, CFG, all.
Upgrade config location, XDG config home. If not that, dollar home, and if not, throw an error.
Well, that's fantastic. So I said all again. Any. And then where's the other one?
Should be way down.
There we
yeah.
go. Any. Target OS equals macOS. Hey. Oh, what are the odds? What are the odds? Come on, man. What are the odds?
Probably like 1 in 1.
Oh, failed to connect the temp Hayabusa socket. Oh wait, I want
I mean,
minus
it's
V.
it's you doing this. So I mean, like,
Oh,
uh-oh,
oh.
uh-oh.
Tokyo runtime worker panicked and attempted
Attempted
to subtract with overflow. Source daemon package managers 65.5. Note run with Ross backtrace equals 1 to display a backtrace.
Get package count thread panic. Wait, it couldn't spawn a thread? Source daemon package managers RS 65.5.
All right.
So it was in the package managers file at 65.5.
Yeah. No, but we got to look really cool by scrolling through a stack trace.
Oh yeah, for sure.
A lot of interesting information in here.
Yeah.
I conclude that it's in source daemon package managers.rs 65.5. What do you think?
I concur. I think that's definitely the point of failure.
Yes, very smart we are. Indeed.
Yes, I concur.
Count minus equals 1.
Wait, what? Does run apt list dash installed?
What?
There's no way that is a command. Run apt space list space dash installed.
I don't have apt.
Exactly. It should be failing. So that's why I'm saying run it. It shouldn't be getting to that line. What is that?
Wait a second. It failed. It legitimately failed. It came back with a 1, so it should...
But it's... What? The operation couldn't be completed and unable to locate a Java runtime that supports apt? What is that?
You tell me, brother.
I don't know anything about Mac. Is it trying to... I'm so confused.
It does that every once in a while when you try to run some shit that needs Java, which means you need to be checking to make sure that you should be checking for the command response to not be a -1 or to not be a number instead of checking for nothing to show up.
Well, I thought I was doing that by map error, and then it would do e.toString.
Let's go back to the docs.
Doesn't map error
Standard process command. Program gives path to program being executed. Command can be reused. You can call builder methods. Command new instruction command. Arg. Args. Env. Envs. Env remove. Env clear. Current dir. Stood in. Stood out. Stdir. Spawn. Output. Okay. Status. Okay. Get program. Guitargs. Gitenvs. Get current directory. Where do you find the return?
Yeah, map error should return.
Sorry? Where's map error? Oh, it's defined on output, isn't it?
Yeah.
What the fuck is output?
A result of output.
That's result exit status. Result output. Output. Exit status is the status code. So non-zero should...
Exactly. So why is it still proceeding? Matter of fact, if that... I mean, even if it does proceed and it counts the lines, I mean, subtracting 1 from, what is that, 1 or 2? It still shouldn't cause an error there.
Yeah, panic at attempt to subtract with overflow. Also, if it's subtracting with overflow, it shouldn't panic anyway.
I used an unsigned 64.
Shouldn't that just make it become like a zillion and then we're done?
I don't think it'll allow you to do that.
Oh, I thought that's what the with overflow meant, so that it doesn't panic. It just does the thing and then it gets mad at you.
Huh.
Let's run this bad boy without full backtrace. Oh, fuck. Oh, there we go. Panic at attempt to subtract with overflow. Huh.
Very interesting.
Ugh. Is interesting.
So it's definitely 0. So STDL is probably getting nothing, maybe?
Let's check this real quick. Map error.
That should be doing a return early since we immediately question mark it right after. So that should be escalating the error to an early return.
What are the
Unless I
odds
got that wrong.
that this output doesn't actually... So what if we get this out? What if we just print out this output status?
Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, print out the output status and
But
that
then
should tell
it
if it's
ruins
an
the
error.
map error.
I'd say just after map error.
We'd have to do it before because otherwise it's gone by then.
Are we sure? Because out of the available methods, output.stdout was one of them. And we use that 2 lines down. Yeah,
Oh,
there.
you're right. Oh, you're right. You're right. Because we get the output already. All right. Yeah. Print macro output dot. Why is it? Am I?
Oh, because you're opening quote, opening curly bracket, closing curly bracket.
Oh,
quote.
that's right. We're writing Rust today, aren't we?
Yes. Also, you probably want to convert that print to a print line.
Status.
So that way it's on its own line.
Oh, it's on its own line, all right. It's on its own line.
Yeah, there you go. As long as if you have one afterwards, it's on its own line.
Yeah, there we go. Cargo run minus D. Oh. What?
Cargo run space dash space dash D.
Space dash space dash D.
Yeah, that's how you pass in arguments to your program.
It didn't print.
What? 67. What?
I know what happened.
Oh my god. Exit status 1. What? Then how is it getting there?
It is getting there because it succeeded with an exit status of 1.
That's not a success. That's a failure.
No. That's a success. It ran all the way through until it failed and exited early with the status of 1.
Every program does that. Is it okay? I'm confused about this Java runtime that supports app thing. Can you run? I don't know. Pac-Man.
Don't even worry about it. Oh no, Pac-Man's not going to do the same thing. Pac-Man's not. So this is actually a failure.
Okay, so apt isn't actually failing. It's like it thinks it's a real command.
Yeah, I think they put this in here so that if maybe I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to do a real quick if output dot
I'm googling this
status is not equal to 0. return.
Yeah, return is 0.
How do you say there's
0
nothing in the
works.
results? What?
0.
0.
Yeah. Or you can return a result of error. That would actually probably be better, but that'll end up being turned into a 0 at a later point, anyways. But this is probably more idiomatic. I would change that error to something like non-zero return or non-zero exit or whatever. Non-zero status, potentially. Anyways, Mac OS Java apt. I gotta.
Exit status is of type standard process output exit status. How do I do this? Exit status is a struct. Is this what I want? Fuck. How do you check for non-zero exit status? Exit status. It's got private fields. Exit OK. Oh, there we go. So exit OK. No, success. Success is defined as a 0 exit status. So we just say if not output.success. Output.success. Oh. All right. So it's dot exit status dot success. Thank you, Rust. Diesel, I'm getting Verizoned over here. You mean you're having great service at a high price? You're having premium service for premium prices? If output dot status dot success, if not that. All right, so let's yoink that and paste it all over the place.
Yes. Spread the disease.
I want this one.
Oh, let's go!
All right, now here's the real test. This is going to
Got
take...
me on the edge of my seat here.
Ooh. Target. Debug. Hayabusa. Ha! That ran.
Heck yeah.
That ran.
Hell yeah. Full screen that bitch. Weird, why isn't the
Hey.
Heck yeah.
Hey.
Apparently there's some
This is a little fucked up. Let's not worry about that. Hey.
Yeah. I mean, let's see. So host name is unknown, so we got to figure out what's going on with that.
So it was DE. Oh, we fucked up host name. Okay, fine. We'll fix that.
Do I figure that in a Lua or do I figure that in? So host name is system get. No.
Also, what do you think?
System info dot host
What do
name.
you think?
Oh yeah. Hey, matches me. I've got
Big flex.
64 gigs too.
On a MacBook though. You know how much memory costs on a MacBook?
Oh, like absurd.
Oh yeah. Big flex.
It's properly getting disks. Properly getting the local IP. I assume the public IP too. Uptime is proper. Shell is proper. Desktop environment. It just means the shell
Yeah, we can just hard
environmental
code this
variable.
bad boy in for Mac OS. Don't even worry about that. There's
Exactly.
no
It's
other-
done in the Lua. Yeah, it's done in the Lua, so I mean
Oh,
that's user error in my book.
okay. So then the real thing is
Um.
package and host name. But look at this. We got motherboard.
Oh
We
yeah, yeah.
fucking nailed it on the first try, dog.
Yes, sir. Do you want to
Master
take that
programmer's over
function?
here. Sorry.
Do you want to take that function and throw it at that issue earlier?
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's your code. I mean, you're the one that
You
opened it. I
wrote
don't.
it.
I mean, I merely typed it. I'm just a typist over here, and a shit
I
one
mean,
at
hey,
that.
you wrote it, and you could do the honors.
All right, where is that code?
Damon. Wait, no. Damon fetch info.
All right. So first off,
So,
what
sir.
we're gonna do here is I'm just gonna cut a git add minus a git commit minus m minimum necessary to run on Mac OS, and then we're gonna do a backslash double quote backslash double quote backslash double quote around the word run. I'm gonna get push origin Nate changes just so that it's up there. I mean, it's time for a commit. We're at a stable
Yes,
section.
sir.
All right, I don't know what the hell is going on. Why is it taking so long to do a git push?
It's thinking really
Also, why is
hard.
my screen broken? Oh no, it's not my screen. It's broken. It's just the. All right, it is really thinking. Let's try this again. All right, I don't know. Is git busted?
Linus, fix it.
Git fetch isn't working either.
All of Git is down. The world is burning.
It might be.
If it isn't running on my machine, it might as well be the end of the world.
Great. Have you access to like Google.com? Yeah.
I think you've got I think you've got an
Wait. Oh, you're right.
failure.
Operation timed out.
Yo, what is GitHub down?
Oh, there we
No
go.
way.
There we go.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah. Funky. We just caught like a micro failure on GitHub. Whew. All right, so let's fix that host name thing, and then I'm so impressed that we got that other one. Anyway,
do you want to make the comment on that issue or
that's right. That's what I was gonna do. That was in
source daemon fetch info.
Daemon fetch info.rs.
Oh yeah, motherboard, not host.
Yeah, you're right. Motherboard. Just yoink it as it is. And here we are. Myself and at not Hayabusa. Your name is Notarin. Got this bad boy working just a few minutes ago, live on the Nate stream. Am I gonna say that? Do I do it? Do I shill?
I see no reason not to. I mean, worst case scenario, you could just sell it as saying, "Hey, we wanted to provide the source material. Us working through the problem. If you want to see the thought process we went through, here it is."
I screwed this up. I got to do it.
Oh yeah, brackets and then.
I always get that wrong.
Well enough, I don't really ever get that wrong anymore. I used to all the time.
On this jank ass keyboard, and I always get stuff wrong. This is the right one, right? Yeah, this will be it.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Comment.
And if the maintainer doesn't add it themselves, I may make a PR at some point.
Fantastic. All right, so we need to get that. The fuck is the one we need? Oh, you know what?
Oh yeah. Did we remove that print statement?
Yeah, where the hell was that?
I don't have very many print statements in my code, so you probably just search by print.
Okay.
Looks like you might have removed it.
Oh, maybe I did. Oh, you know what? I think I did. Yeah, that's it. All right. Easy.
Goody, goody, goody.
Easy. There we go. All right, so let's fix that that host name. While I'm using rip grip over here. Host. There we are. So that's definitely right.
It might not be a real environmental variable though.
does that mean?
Turns out there are a lot of environmental variables that are just literally fake. Like columns and yeah, they're like columns and rows. Those environmental variables aren't even real. So they're not available to processes. And I'm sure there are plenty of other ones too.
Well, you look at this $host when I just am in sh doesn't pop up at all.
Yeah. So maybe there's another way.
That was the
could always start up a
thing
new.
that we wanted SAS info, whatever it was.
Also, in this environment, it's not a big deal if we start up a new process to look up stuff like that. Because right, performance doesn't matter here because it's the daemon.
Oh, that's right. Performance doesn't matter. Get host name. How did I find this earlier? macOS terminal. That's right. Terminal equivalent for hostname info. Sure. Hostname -f. Let's try running that bad boy. Hostname -f. Pablo.local. And that's just it. It's done.
Let's go.
That's beautiful. All right. Where the hell was I? Where's that file we were just in?
On the left?
Yeah, the one we were just in on the left. I'm moving to the bottom right to use as reference. The one with the process.
Oh, that's daemon fetch info.
Fetch info.ers. All right, so we're gonna need this. Gonna need this. We're not gonna need this part. So we just you could yoink that, and then paste that there. Delete that there. All right, so that's not a string.
Make sure to rename the command from system profiler to whatever the new command was.
Oh, yeah. Host name.
Also, the expect call. Make sure to adopt it.
Oh, the address is already in use.
We can fix that here in a moment.
Slash
I know
temp
actually what's wrong.
/ Hayabusa cargo run. Cargo run. Which one was it? It was host name. There we go. Pablo.local.
Awesome.
Hell
So
yeah.
on line 397, you'll probably want to change the call to system profiler to call to host name.
Yep, good call. Change to double quote host name. All right.
And to fix the problem we just had just now, I would move to the file. Let me think on this. Source daemon main, I believe.
F source. How does you comma E? Source daemon main. Ers.
And see that block that's only Linux? Make it Mac too.
Ooh. This is good. Kufka. Any target os equals mac os. There we go.
Now should automatically remove that. Don't run the RM.
Oh, it
Because
removes
it's
it
doing it for you.
before. Ah, I see. So if I get rid of that and run it again, runs fine.
Fantastic.
All right.
Fantastic.
Brew, install, kitty. It's time to have some fun.
So brew is the
Yes.
Mac.
Oh yeah, we gotta do
manager?
that too. But this one's more fun. Actually,
Do
we
you
can do
have
that
a
other
top?
part real quick. And it's brew list, if you were wondering. Wait, no.
Interesting.
No, this is... Do we want all packages or manually installed packages?
Installed packages, not manually installed packages, just all installed packages.
Oh boy. Let's see. Brew list help. Can we do -L? There we go. Brew list -L. And then we have it on all of them. And then we just have to subtract. Oh, fuck. So we have to subtract 1, 2. 3, 4, 5.
Do me a favor, do 1L. -1L.
Oh, shit. -1L?
Yeah.
No difference.
Okay. So I assume the 1 is redundant, but I'd prefer to have the 1 there. The 1 forces each entry to be 1 line. So I assume that there's potentially some situation where it could potentially print multiple per line.
Okay.
And I want to avoid that.
So let's do a... So which one was it that has... Well, we'll need this.
Source daemon package managers.
Daemon package managers. So we'll just yoink this. Paste one down here. Call this brew. Brew. -1L. -5. Oh, fuck. 5.
And update the comment too.
Yep. Remove 5 lines. They are metadata. Perfect. Now we just need to go to where this is used. Write that.
I would update the struct first, so that way what we do following this will be valid code.
Where's the struct up here?
Top.
All right. Pub crate brew u64 Packages equals brew. Brew not found in the scope.
You gotta define it.
Let brew u six. Oh fuck. U64 equals get brew package count dot await dot unwrap or 0. Is that it?
That's it.
Oh, that is fantastic.
Oh,
I'm still installing Kitty.
so whenever you compile it, it should fail.
Why is that?
Yes. I'm so glad that I'm so glad I remembered to do that. So yes, I used a destructured thingamabob to ensure that I accounted for all things.
Why is this mad at me? It says unused. Oh, here we go. Packages table dot set brew dot unwrap.
And that's what
it's called homebrew, so we're gonna name this homebrew.
Fantastic. And what that does is that injects that into the Lua table.
That makes a lot of sense. So now we are running it, and we'll just open up a new term here, and then we will run cargo run, and we got it with homebrew 270 packages.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Your Kitty download failed for some reason.
Oh. Well, why'd that happen?
401, whatever that is.
Is GitHub like fucked or something right now?
I think GitHub is dying as we speak.
Yeah, GitHub seems mildly busted at the moment. Well, this is just fantastic. So what's the play on the Apple logo? Do we yoink one of those bad boys from the net? Do we make one ourselves?
Yeah, we could do that.
How does that work?
What I've done thus far is every
there we go.
now
Now
and
we got
then
Kitty.
I'll make one myself, but sometimes I'll steal it from another program if I feel like they have a permissive enough license.
All right. What the fuck was I doing now? I was gonna do something. We're in Kitty.
Probably run Hayabusa.
Hayabusa, and by Hayabusa you mean source npmail slash. Oh, what the heck? Slash githubs.com slash npmail slash. No, not npmail. We're in Notarin slash Hayabusa slash target slash debug slash Hayabusa. Look at that.
Fantastic. You want to test out image functionality?
Indeed, I do.
That will be in .config slash Hayabusa, or wherever your XDG config directory is.
Hayabusa slash config dot.
To set up image support, it'll be the toml. And then you want to set engine to Kitty, and then specify a path.
Kitty and all right. So we will.
You may also want to increase the size of the terminal. That way it doesn't start doing that wrapping stuff.
Oh, that's a good call. Which one do we go with?
Last time we went with the Rust one.
Oh, we're please, we're still in Rust. Let's go with Nin Sakura. And this is just, yeah, this is just bad line wrapping. And then let's make it big. Hayabusa. And by Hayabusa, I mean that.
Let's go.
It just works, TM. Holy shit. Holy shit.
I'm seeing an empty line there. That's interesting. What's going on there? Let's see.
Why do you have to
That
ruin a good
is
thing?
username and then host name and then distro. That's interesting. Why is there an extra empty line there?
So I didn't
Have,
want to.
have we?
I didn't want to kill the vibe or anything, but we've also been having some funky stuff going on.
Yeah, I think that might just be the terminal not or the font not properly understanding one of the codes I've used.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
Or one of the
using
characters.
nerd fonts over here, so
Nerd. No, I'm kidding.
nerd, nerd.
Yeah, not entirely sure what that is. It's definitely a because I know the characters are proper, so I think it's uh, duh, 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 duh. 1 2 1 1 2 1. So interesting. A lot of those are just the same, so I don't understand what it's failing on. Maybe, oh, it might be processing some of these characters. It might be trying to coerce them into, so like some of these cells where there's two of them, it might be trying to read it as, so some Unicode characters are actually technically two normal characters, right? So characters are usually 1 byte. However, some Unicode characters are 2 bytes. So it's 2 bytes, 2 bytes, 2 bytes, 2 bytes. And it might be trying to read it as 3 byte strings and displaying the 3 byte character, which obviously doesn't exist.
Now I was willing to tackle all these other problems. This one sounds difficult.
Yeah, I just think I think it's just I think it's a terminal thing, not a us thing. Oh yeah, what's up with the empty line? That's what I'm wondering. Below host name. That's not supposed to exist. Have you edited your Lua file at any point?
No, I never touched it. I only opened up TOML.
So yeah, that's very interesting to me because it's supposed to be username, hostname, then distro. But you have a username, hostname, new line, then distro. Which was very peculiar to me. Does your hostname have a new line at the end?
You know what? My hostname doesn't have a new line, but the terminal response to hostname does have a new line.
So that might be what it is. I might be pulling that
Yeah, because
new
hostname
line.
minus F doesn't end with the fucked up character that means, hey, we just threw in a new line for you.
Yeah, the weird percent thing.
Yeah. Oh,
However, we might be creating it.
Right.
Like with one of the maps or whatever we did, we might be doing something dumb that creates a new line.
Let's take a look at the host name thing because we're not. It's the only one we're doing. Like we're doing the least amount of processing on it.
Neat fact: if you do a print statement in the Lua file, if I recall correctly, it will actually print that out to your terminal. I think the standard out for the Lua environment is the same standard out as your terminal.
That is good to know.
So you can debug your stuffs.
Oops. /.config/ Hayabusa /config.lua, and it's mad at me. I'm not gonna worry about it. So which one is it? GPU info, username, get shell, get terminal, get uptime, get packages.
You passed it. Passed it again. Local format. Under main configuration.
Oh. Local format, hostname.
Systeminfo.hostname is where it's likely happening.
Okay, so should I just do a print systeminfo.hostname?
Yeah, that should work. Now watch it make me a liar. It's got a complaint about an undefined global. Don't worry about that. It's a liar.
Right. Oh, because that's coming from the program.
Yeah.
We need another window for this. Cargo run -D, and then a Hayabusa. Oh, cargo run, and it printed. And
Yeah, there's a new line.
Yep. So that's an easy enough fix.
Yeah, we got a bug somewhere in there.
Where's that thing called? Where's that? Where did we put that in there? Where did we put Hayabusa stuff? The
daemon/fetchinfo.rs.
Fetchinfo.rs. So then we just need to.
Yeah, so how are we creating that new line? Dot output.
Let out equals. Oh, please don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, fair. We can't. Oh yeah, just remove, replace. Oh, trim, yeah.
So
honestly, just a trim would work fine, wouldn't
it? Trailing white space. Oh, white space includes new lines. Yeah, you're right. Dot trim. Dot clone. Dot to owned.
Let's go.
There we go. So that's that. Let's get rid of that. Cargo run -D. Visual split. Term. Cargo run. And we fixed it.
Let's go.
Kinda.
Go ahead and run it in the kitty terminal again.
Yeah.
If you still have that, we can see what it looks like when it looks good.
Hayabusa. Oh. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Boom.
I assume Mac does not use System D.
Mac does not use System D.
Yeah, so make install won't work here.
So there we are. That is fantastic.
Awesome. npmail, pablo.local. Knows your distro, which is Darwin. I don't know what Darwin is. Knows your
CPU. Name of the kernel.
Oh, interesting. Got your CPU, your motherboard, your kernel version, memory, used max, every disk, used and max, your IP, uptime, your shell of choice. Desktop environment is unknown, but that's user error because it's just an environmental error variable. And terminal, and package count. Let's go.
What a successful
Today is
stream.
Good day.
You have no idea how not used to successful streams I am. Usually I have more questions than answers at the end of a stream. This is great.
Hey, we're all answers today.
Let's make sure get add -A, get commit -M, trail new line on host name, get push origin Nate changes, exit, Control C, Control C, exit, ZZ. Look at how we started. I mean,
yeah, it was rough in the beginning.
Yeah. Let's get out of here. Back to the browser. GitHub.com/notarin/Hayabusa. Compare and pull request. Add Mac OS support. Fix distro specific quirks to support Mac OS. Note desktop environment is unknown. Should be hard coded for Mac OS. Bugs weird characters in Alacrity on macOS. Probably don't worry about it. Suggestions, request review from Notarin, assign myself, labels, swag. Bug documentation, duplicate, enhancement. There we go.
And you are a contributor, so you can rebase that, and that'll leave you as the author, both the author and the committer. Meanwhile, if I rebase it, you'll be the author, but I'll be the committer. But I mean, you're full on this. I mean,
is there a way to do that without typing in my terminal?
Yeah, scroll down where it says review requested. See where it says merge pull request. Hit the down arrow to the right of it.
And there's a squash
rebase
and merge. Rebase and merge.
Yeah, because all your commits should be good status, right?
Yeah.
Then yeah.
Squash, do we combine them into one commit?
Oh, we could do that, but I don't really see a need to since you made sure all your commits were good.
Fair enough. Rebase and merge?
Yep.
All right. Confirm. Let's get rid of that branch. Branch wasn't helping anyone. Well, fantastic.
Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
It was a pleasure having you on the stream yet again.
It was awesome being here. I got to ship to a target. I don't normally have the ability to, so it is a very good day for me.
Fantastic. Then I suppose on that lovely note, we will conclude the stream. Thanks everyone for watching the stream. I'll be back next week, I'm sure. Back on my bullshit as always. Please join the Discord if you want to contribute to Hayabusa. Talk to our boy Notarin over here. It's a good time, and have a nice day.